Hello again. So just a friendly reminder, out of respect, please ensure all devices are either switched off or on silent mode, please. So our next keynote speaker is the Associate Vice President of Surrey University. He will discuss the fusion of the blockchain and AI. Please welcome Professor Yu Zhang.
Thank you, everyone. So it's my pleasure to talk here. I think it's very inspiring to hear the panel, and also hear the keynote talk, welcome talk from Baroness Wooding. It's my pleasure. I have been working with Baroness Wooding on Web3 and the Metaverse IPPG for the past year. We have already achieved that, and we have been working with many partners. For University of Surrey, I would say that we are standing at the forefront of all the UK's universities, considering that we have an academy for blockchain and the metaverse. I think no other universities have done this, so we pay attention to research and teaching and enterprise engagement. I'm in charge of the university's partnership. So I hope that after I introduce our university, we can help more business. First I start from some introduction of the universities, and I talk about the work we have been doing, and also the AI and the blockchain opportunities. Yeah. So we do feel that blockchain and AI, they can very well complement each other, and that has to be the two pillars for the future technology, especially in a digital world. Yeah. So we always rank #1 in the UK for artificial intelligence. So according to many measures, vision, speech, singular, and we have the largest AI team across UK, 300 people. And that enables Guildford, where our university town, the capital of game for the UK. For example, our professor, Joseph Kittner, he is the #1 cited AI researcher in the UK, in the Europe, and the #7 in the world. So he's a founding member of this center, AI center. So we also rank #1 in 5G as a university. So we #1 in the Europe. We have the largest 5G center also. So we are the UK's test bed, 5G test bed across the country. The whole campus is 5G enabled. So another thing that worth noting is that we are also the technology supporter to Starlink. So Elon Musk, he did not know how to create satellite, especially small satellite. Yeah. But he wanted to launch Starlink. Then he came to University of Surrey because this is the only place who know how to create a small satellite. Starlink did a small satellite, not a big one. Everybody know how to do big one, but only Surrey University have the technology for small satellite. And he said he's so inspired by the university's technology that can produce a satellite so little, so small, and so cheap. Yeah. So you can find that's in 2005. Yeah. So he's still working with our professor, Sir Martin Sweeting. Yeah. So this is so his research base, his company, all based in University of Surrey. So welcome to visit us. And of course, there are many other things we are doing in AI. We patented the first AI invented technology. Okay, so without a human person, it's AI, it's owned by AI, and we are doing this in legal to support this process. Yeah, so We also run the #1 ranked university incubator across the world called Set Square. It's ranked by US, not by us, by UK. Yeah, so I don't know why. So Set Square is the #1 in the world, but maybe it's because it has incubated the technology like the satellite, like the 5G, and like the AI. Number 2 to number 10 is US incubators, but the #1 is in Surrey. So also, our research park, we rank #2 in the country regarding to GDP. #1 is Cambridge, #2 is Surrey, #3 is Oxford. So regarding to how much economic impact we can generate. So this is all-party parliament group in Metaverse and Web3 website. So these are members led by Baroness Wooding. So we have an advisory board, which I'm also the chair of this advisory part. Okay, that's some introduction about the university and some of the work we are doing with the parliament. Now we talk about blockchain and AI. Yeah. So there is some statistic which you can easily find about the impact, economic impact. Consider about time, you can also find it so in other place. But now, if we focus on the generative AI part, you can see that huge opportunities. So we talk about the Web3, we will not avoid generative AI, and because we think the two have to support each other. Yeah, so our university is focused on this area. So there are some features about the two, but in general, AI is to create, so to help people to be innovative. But blockchain is there to track the innovation. Yeah, we don't want the AI, they do whatever they like without the control of a human. So blockchain can track this. So that's in general. And we think AI is quite centralized to generate the output from some robot, from some system, but blockchain is decentralized. So we will manage many things together. Yeah, so, we think that to combine the two things together, we will bring impact to many important factors. So, for example, we will use blockchain to store the data, and to manage the data, and so we will also provide accountability and security using blockchain, because in AI, we always think there are threats from AI, but we have blockchain as a solution. And also, you will know that smart contract automation, all this, it's important. Blockchain always monitors the implementation of smart contract. No matter what AI want to do, AI have to be always restricted by the implementation of blockchain. So, and only if we have the confidence of a blockchain, we can comfortably scale up AI. If not, this will beyond our control. Of course, so AI will help us to innovate and confidently innovate with blockchain. So I always think that AI is something to help us, like steam machine. So hundreds of years ago, 200, 300 years ago, the steam machine. So it's not a threat to people. People may think, oh, we create something can be faster than human, stronger than human, the machine can fight human, but actually it's helping us to, the human capabilities like a spiral shape is going up, So people think, oh, like AI, if they are more capable than human, like the water, they can make us strong, right? But actually, we are on a boat, And so if the water is high, we are even higher. And the blockchain is part of the boat, together with many regulations, and so we can become a much better society by combining the two applications, two technologies. Yeah. Well, there are some potential of how the two technology to work together. Yeah. So and I think I already cover most of them. Yeah. So and our research activities and other and the projects are all focused on how to combine this. I will introduce later. Yeah. There is some more about how we feel that AI and the blockchain can work together, such as using the DAO system. Yeah. So blockchain want to decentralize, while AI want to develop and to become more powerful. But blockchain can manage decentralized activities. There will be so many AI on internet, so they should focus on their own things, but we will use blockchain to control them. Yeah. So there are some user cases. So in different sectors. So as you can see, we have in any industry, like supply chain manufacturing. So definitely we will use blockchain to track supply chain, as we know, transparency. Yeah. And we also use the AI to make better data processing, predict demand, and to manage the capacity. Yeah. So on the healthcare side, AI can improve the treatment, but using blockchain, we can carefully manage the data for privacy. Yeah. And of course, we have many other things about using AI to recommend the content, use blockchain to manage identity, and of course, we discussed the finance side. There are many user examples already. I have some companies listed here, like IPV and Mayfair, Nexo, and Cry. So basically, they are using both technology to address the different sectors, as we listed here. Yeah. Well, so in general, so we will bring the two technology to create an impact to economic, societal, and the different sectors. And we already see many companies, as you can see from the right of the slides, that so they are working on this sector. Yeah. Now, something that some applications we would like to demonstrate that we are doing. So in Surrey, current project. I forgot to put one project there, but that one, we recently signed an agreement with the largest tourism company in Europe called the Surrey Group. They have the best facility, tourism, well-being resort facility across the world. Yeah, they are 10 years ahead. The technology of human well-being is 10 years ahead of other companies. So I recently visited them. They have a facility. They recently invested £1 billion to Manchester. If you Google Surrey Group and Manchester, but they signed an agreement with the University of Surrey. We have built a blockchain-based system to track the carbon footprint of tourists. So they have annually about 10 to 15 million tourists across Europe. I personally visited their headquarters, one of their headquarters facility in Romania. Yeah, that's 3 weeks ago. And I'm so impressed that how good their technology is. But anyway, so now, because they have so much user base, client base, so they need to use AI to improve the system while using blockchain to track the system, as we introduced. So if you Google Surrey University and Surrey Group, you find that we recently signed the agreement. We will issue this green carbon crypto, yeah, enabled by AI. So that's for tourism, how we use blockchain and AI to transform the tourism sector. And the other case I would like to, sorry, there's some Chinese character for that figure, but anyway, it's from how we change education. Yeah. So basically, we will use AI to replace many of the donkey work of teachers. Yeah. So we are automatically generate course content and divide the content into several steps. And then we will change the focus of the student. Normally they're focused on remember, and then you can see that many of the time spent on how to learn. Okay, but the process we will create is to help them to create. We focus on the innovative part. So this is something we are doing. So we feel that with our technology support, so the education will change from exam-based to bring in students to exam-based to let the student graduate. The input and output, the whole process will change. The reason why we like a production line to give every student the same exam to get in, every student the same course, and every student the same exam to move out, is because that we want to reduce cost. Because we cannot, but every student is different. We cannot afford to provide the individual solution to every student. But using AI, we can do that. And we, at the University of Surrey, we are going to announce this system that we will provide individual training for individual students. So one-to-one with AI support. So also, we will help with marking. If for a teacher you said, okay, every student, they're doing different things, they're doing their own projects, how the teacher can manage the process, 200 students, 200 totally different topics, what we could do. So then we launched a new platform called Case.ai. It's already online, that you can upload any student work assignment and into the system, and then this system will help you automatically mark. Now it's free for test. And according to my conversation with our different school deans, the feedback is so positive, include our Vice Chancellor for Education. They already tested in their MBA module, in their chemistry module, and we only, normally one assignment, 8,000 words, need 1 hour to mark, and the teachers, they only give like 4 or 5 lines comments. But we only use 4 seconds to mark the assignment, and then we give much more detailed comments, and consistent comments. So that's why our university want to be the AI-enabled university based on the 3 things we provide. One is that the personalized education, which we call the PBL, project-based learning, GPT, PBL GPT. One is called Case.ai, one is called another one called Front Hub. But anyway, so these are the steps that we divide the system to mentor students. A very difficult task, we automatically divide the task into 12 steps. I may have a video to show, but consider time, that's a video, but I just skip that. You can test yourself online. And this one is about Front Hub, because you know that for students, they are, especially for undergraduate or high school students, they cannot understand academic journals in nature or science. Okay, so we use AI to digest the publications in nature or science, and then to output is a simple version for undergraduate or for high school or even for primary school. So this is called Front Hub. We work with Francis Tinner to change the publication, which come from very difficult version to very simple version. So this is what we already developed. But anyway, so there are, this video, okay. We can even mark the most difficult assignment in the world using our system called EPQ. Maybe many of you don't know EPQ, called Extended Project Qualification. When marking this assignment, they can hardly find any teacher who can mark it because of 102 criteria. It's launched by Pearson. If you go to Cambridge University, you Google Cambridge, EPQ. You can Google Oxford University, EPQ. They will all say, if the student can take EPQ as a course, their grade, entry grade, will be reduced. For example, if Cambridge require AAA in admission, but if you said I only get AAB, but I have EPQ, in the university admission side said, okay, we will give you the place. Okay, so this is EPQ. So with AI, we are the only team in the world now, so can deliver EPQ because we cannot expect any high school that the teachers can know whatever the subject chosen by the student. So this is, according to my conversation with Pearson, the vice president, and so he said that this is very revolutionary. Yeah. But anyway, so we already signed agreement with many countries. Yeah. So Lida was there, okay, in Nigeria with the king. So they want to get the EPQ because that we reduce the cost of project-based learning from $500 to $2. Yeah. So that's why everybody in the world, if they can access internet, they can have the low-cost education. Yeah. So that's all these things about generative AI, and all the data processing and all the learning process will be tracked by blockchain, yeah, called the digital passport. So digital learning passport. So this is what we can offer, what the students have done, and all will be recorded. So the other thing project we done for combined blockchain and AI is one of our platform called Pixie. So kind of have 400,000 users. And it's launched already last year, but only recently we put the generative AI. So it's like crypto and AI-based version of Midjourney. Yeah, because Midjourney, they have AI-generated pictures. They use Discord to share their product, their pictures, right? But now we already have a community, and then so people interact, they get the crypto, they get a reward, and they use the reward, they can award get the crypto, so they can exchange into capital in crypto exchange, which is we listen in KuCoin. But they can also use the crypto to, many people they pay Midjourney to generate the pictures. But here they use the earned crypto, they can use this to generate AI pictures. Yeah. So these are some tokenomic model of this application. Yeah. So we see growing number of users because other people can use AIGC, use generative AI for free. Yeah. So this is the tokenomic model. I don't want to repeat, but it's already available in Android and Apple phones. Yeah. So well, finally, I want to talk about sorry, some Chinese characters again. Yeah. So what we want to see, we want to work with a team from industry, from academia, from government, from parliament. We want to bring the consensus of how we should make good use of blockchain and AI. Yeah, so that's why one of our companies, which I'm on the board, to acquire the island called Megalakata Island. And so this is where 800 years ago, when King John was kidnapped to the island and forced to sign the first constitution in the world called Great Charter. And in Latin word is Megalakata. Yeah. So anyway, we think the spirit of Megalakata is the spirit of blockchain and Web3 because it's the first time in history that we consider a decentralization of political power. But now we also want to decentralize the technology power and also the finance power. And we want to, during the pandemic, the big company, multi-billion company like Amazon, Microsoft, Facebook, they even earn more, while other people, they suffer because they are so powerful. The power is centralized. They decide whatever we should do. And we should use blockchain to decentralize the technology power. So that's why we think there is an article for me in Duke University. They have a book, so which include my article about so in future, how we use blockchain to build the trust. So if we don't rely on the centralized body to deliver the trust, we rely on ourselves. So that will be the future of the society. So this is a place which is on Thames River and 5 or 10 minutes from Terminal 5 of Heathrow Airport. And so we already start to organize events. So this is the original museum about how the 25 Noblemen bring brought the king to the island. Yeah, and we also organized many events there, and the Secretary of State, the former president of COP26. So when he went there, he had a very good discussion with me, and will form a foundation called the Magna Carta World Peace and Sustainability Foundation. So his family members all on the board. So we want to use the most leading technology to help the world peace. We want to balance the rich and the poor, and we want to create a more sustainable society. Yeah. But anyways, that's my presentation. Thank you very much.